Namaste everyone and welcome back to my channel Sapna's Yoga Diary. Taking our Yoga Wellness Instructor syllabus forward, in this video we are going to cover a section of asanas from 5.4 to 5.6. So we are going to start the sitting asanas in this video. So yeah, without any delay, let's start the video. Sitting asanas. Sitting asanas are basically the asanas that are performed in the sitting position. So the first posture in the syllabus is Dandasan, and I'm quite sure that this asana won't be asked in the practicals, but it's very important for you to know about it because it is going to be useful when you will start teaching. So Dandasan is basically a resting position in the sitting postures. When you're doing the sitting asanas, it is the resting posture, or it is the preparatory posture, preparatory asana for the for any other asana in the sitting posture. So in Dandasan, what you basically do is you extend your legs forward like this, keep your feet closer together if comfortable. Place your palms by the side of the buttocks, or it can be placed a little bit behind the buttocks. What is important is you should be in the resting position. Keep your head, neck, spine straight. Close your eyes. Back should be straight, remember. Back straight, eyes closed. Facial muscles relaxed. Focus on the breath. And relax. This was Dandasan. Now, how it is important. So, Dandasan plays a same role in the sitting asanas, similar role in the sitting asanas as Shavasana in the laying position. Okay, you rest, you take rest in Shavasana in between asanas. So, when you are doing sitting asanas and when you have to rest, you do Dandasan. Or it is a preparatory posture, like if you're doing Paschimottanasana, then you are going to start with Dandasan. So that is how Dandasan is important. Now, what are the benefits of Dandasan? Dandasan, as it is a resting position in the sitting, for the sitting postures, it releases the fatigue from the body, and it with the regular practice, your back becomes straight, upright. The contraindication, who should not be practicing Dandasan, it is a very easy posture, but for practicing Dandasan, you should be able to sit straight with the back straight. So people who have very weak back should not be practicing Dandasan. Now the second posture in the syllabus is Padmasan. Now, Padmasan could be asked only to those students who are seen very flexible, because Surya Namaskar will be asked much before they start the asana demonstration. They'll ask you to demonstrate asanas. So, from Surya Namaskar, they will get an understanding of your flexibility. So if you appear to be very flexible, then they may ask you if you know Padmasan, demonstrate Padmasan. Otherwise, they may not ask because it is a difficult posture. It is an advanced posture, meditative posture. That's why. So if you do not, if you are not able to do Padmasan, don't worry at all. But you need to know about Padmasan. So for Padmasan, what you do, from Dandasan. When you are demonstrating, start from Dandasan as it is a preparative posture. So you extend your legs forward, Then you bend your right leg, place your right foot on the top of the left thigh, and then similarly you're going to bend your left leg and place your left foot over the right thigh. This is Padmasan. Now, what is, let's talk about Padmasan. In Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Gheran Samhita, in both the books, there is a common benefit of Padmasan which has been cited, and that is Padmasan can cure all sort of diseases. So you can understand the importance of Padmasan. Padmasan can relieve all sort of diseases, and this is a common benefit in both the books. So if they ask you what is the benefit of Padmasan cited in Gheran Samhita or Hatha Yoga Pradipika, you can say this thing, that it cures or it relieves all sort of diseases. Now, Padmasan. Padmasan is a meditative posture. That means it is used in meditation. What are the benefits of Padmasan? Now, first benefit is because of its category. It has been categorized as a meditative posture. So, it helps in, because it is a meditative posture, it must be helping in meditation, right? So what happens is, if you are able to sit in Padmasan for a longer duration, it helps in keeping your body steady. And once the body becomes steady, it's very easy to keep the mind stable and still. Okay, so Padmasan helps in keeping the steadiness of the body and stillness of the mind. Okay, Padmasan, being a meditative posture, helps in bringing the steadiness in the body and stillness in the mind. This is the first benefit of Padmasan, and this is very obvious because it's a meditative posture. What is the second benefit of Padmasan? Now, if you see Padmasan, in Padmasan, suppose the blood is flowing everywhere in the body, okay, going to different parts of the body. Now, here down we have blocked. We have sort of blocked the flow of blood. So the blood of flow of blood increases towards the digestive organ and the reproductive organ. So Padmasan, that's how, because the blood flow improves towards the digestive organs and reproductive organs, it is very helpful for both the health of digestive organs and reproductive organs. Digestive organs, definitely it is going to improve the digestion. So you can say it improves the metabolism or digestion of the body. So that's about the benefit of the Padmasan. Now, what are the contraindications? Who should not be performing Padmasan? And now, if you can see the posture, so both knees are bending. So if you have knee injury or ankle injury, you'll find it difficult to fold the legs in this manner. So if you have knee injury or ankle injury, you should not be practicing Padmasan. People who have, it is when you do Padmasan, it is going to put a bit of pressure on the lower back. So people who have weak back or back injury should not be practicing Padmasan. Third contraindication is if you are pregnant. During pregnancy also, it is good to avoid the Padmasan posture because you can see you are blocking, the blood is not flowing in the lower area as the way it should when you are practicing Padmasan, and we don't want that to happen during our pregnancy. Body is already going through a lot of changes, so you don't want to do that. So yes, during pregnancy it should be avoided. So yeah, that's about Padmasan. Now the next posture in the sitting sequence is Vajrasan. For Vajrasan, what happens is, if again we'll start with Dandasan. Why I am showing from Dandasan? Because as I said, yoga is an art in the way it is demonstrated. So when you are demonstrating any posture to your examiner, make sure it looks like an art form. Okay, you should not hurry. You should go slow and easy. So from Dandasan, you are slowly going to bend your both legs. Okay, so you have bent your knees are together. Make sure your big toes are touching each other at the back. Your buttocks are placed on your heels. So this is Vajrasan. Vajrasan is also a meditative posture. In fact, Vajrasan is the only posture that you can practice after having your meal. That means when you have lunch, dinner or breakfast, immediately after having your breakfast, you can sit in Vajrasan. Breakfast, lunch or dinner, you can sit in Vajrasan. This is the only posture which you can practice after your meal. What are the benefits of Vajrasan? The first benefits comes from the statement that I just gave, that this is the only posture that you can practice after having your meal. So if you are practicing something after having your food, the most obvious thing that practice should do is, it should aid your digestion. It should help in the digestion. So Vajrasan helps in improving your digestion of the food that you have just taken. Otherwise also, it's not important to do it immediately after meal only. You can do it any point of the time, and it improves your digestion. So that's how it is actually, that way it is easy to remember. You practice it after having your food so that the food gets digested better. Now, the second benefit of Vajrasan. As per Gheran Samhita, it increases the psychic power of a yogi. Let me make it easy for you to remember. Now, Vajrasan in English is called as thunderbolt pose or diamond pose. Okay, diamond pose. Now, diamonds are very expensive. So people who own diamond are very powerful, right? And yogis who practice Vajrasan, yogis in general are also powerful. So there the power is, the people who own diamond have the power of money. So the people who practice Vajrasan, who are yogis, have the psychic power. Okay, just remember this, that people who practice Vajrasan have the psychic power. So the second benefit of Vajrasan is, it helps in gaining the psychic power to yogis. That is the second benefit of Vajrasan. The third benefit of Vajrasan is, it strengthens your knee. Okay, it strengthens your knee. Now, remember that it strengthens your knee if your knee are absolutely fine and you are practicing Vajrasan, your knees are going to be healthy and strong. But remember, if your knees are sensitive, you have arthritis, you have knee pain, you should not be practicing Vajrasan. Vajrasan is meant to be practiced only when your knees are in absolutely healthy condition. The next benefit of Vajrasan is, in Vajrasan you can see that my back is absolutely straight. I'll show you from the side. So the back is absolutely straight. You don't have to put an effort in keeping your back straight. So for people who find it difficult to maintain the back in the upright position for meditation, this is an alternative for them. So people who find it difficult to keep their back straight in the cross-leg position can pick Vajrasan as a meditative posture, because here the back is already straight. You don't have to put any effort in keeping it straight. And this is a meditative posture. Contraindications, I have already said it, that people who have knee issue, who have osteoarthritis, who have ankle injury should not be practicing Vajrasan. Next posture is Parvatasan. This is Parvatasan. Okay. Here, because I do Surya Namaskar, it is easy for me to understand where I have to keep my legs and where I have to keep my palms. But if you are unsure, what you do is you start with Vajrasan. What you do is you start from Vajrasan. From Vajrasan, you slowly move your palms to Vajrasan. From Vajrasan, you slowly go on in Vajrasan, make sure your arms are 90 degrees to the floor, to the mat, okay? And now from Vajrasan, your thighs, see, arms are perpendicular and thighs are perpendicular, okay? So from Vajrasan, you slowly go on your toes, slowly lift, adjust the position of the leg, try to keep your feet together or as close as is comfortable to you. This is Parvatasan. In Parvatasan, your knees are absolutely straight. Put the pressure. Heel should be touching the mat, but if your heels are not touching the mat, it is okay. Okay, if you don't have the flexibility enough to bring the heels down, it's okay. Try to gaze at your navel. So head will be slightly in. Head in, eyes gazing the navel. Close your eyes in the final posture. Breathe normally, naturally. Look at the position carefully. You have placed your palm firmly, fingers apart, so that you have a good grip on the mat. Head in, gazing, eyes gazing the navel. In the final position, you will keep your eyes closed. You are pressing your heels down. Your knees are straight. This is Parvatasan. So that was Parvatasan. Now, what are the benefits of Parvatasan? The first benefit, which will be easy to remember, will be remember Parvat. Parvat meaning mountain. Okay, mountain. So when you see the mountain, what are the characteristics of the mountain? Mountain are very strong, heavy. You cannot move the mountain, right? So suppose your body becomes when you are doing the mountain pose, your body actually resembles like a mountain. So if you get this characteristic that you're not able, nobody is able to move your body, What it means? That means your body is immensely strong. Nobody is able to move it. Okay, so it's a strengthening posture. And what are the areas which is getting strengthened here? Here, when you practice the posture, you will feel the pressure in your arms. Your arms are getting strengthened. Your shoulders are getting strengthened. Your lower body, your legs are getting strengthened. So the first benefit of Parvatasan will be, it is a strengthening posture and it strengthens your arms, legs and shoulders. And spine, it stretches your spine. You are giving a good stretch to the spine. So it strengthens the spine also. So arms, shoulder, your back or your spine and your legs are getting strengthened in Parvatasan. Second benefit, again, when you think about mountain are always very tall. It has a good height, it is tall. So Parvatasan, mountain pose, helps us to increase our height if we practice it at the right age, because here you are stretching your muscles, your ligaments and the growing bones get a chance or get the support to grow further. So that's how the height increases. So the second benefit of Parvatasan is it helps in increasing the height. Who should not practice Parvatasan? Now when you practice Parvatasan, you will feel that the pressure comes around the wrist. So people who have weak wrist or injury in the wrist area, people who have sensitive back, they have injury in the back, should not be practicing Parvatasan. Even people with the ankle injury should not be practicing Parvatasan. So ankle injury, your wrist injury, back, very severe back issues like slip disc, they should not be practicing Parvatasan. Now the next posture is Bhadrasan. Bhadrasan. When I teach Bhadrasan, people don't know. Generally when new students come, they don't know what is Bhadrasan. But the moment you say butterfly, they know what is butterfly. So this is Bhadrasan. Okay. So when you are demonstrating Bhadrasan, again start from Dandasan. So from Dandasan, keeping the back straight, you will bend your one leg, then you will bend the other one. Hold your toes. Pull your spine up, chest out, knees down. So spine gets pulled up, knees down as close as possible to the mat, chest out. Close your eyes in the final posture, breathe normally, naturally. This is Bhadrasan. What are the benefits of Bhadrasan? In Ghiran Samhita and Hatha Yoga Pradipika, there is a common benefit that it destroys all sorts of diseases. So it's easy to remember if it is asked that what is the benefit of Bhadrasan as per Ghiran Samhita or Hatha Yoga Pradipika. You have to say that it destroys all sorts of diseases. What is the another benefit of Bhadrasan? The first benefit you can say that as per Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Ghiran Samhita, it destroys all sorts of diseases. The second benefit is it helps in healthy and normal delivery if practiced regularly during pregnancy. The third benefit is, if you see, it's a hip opener. Your hip is opening up. So I have said this in the previous video also. Wherever your hip is opening up, it is going to influence the reproductive organs. So it is really good for the health of reproductive organs. For females especially, if you have menstrual disorders, your periods are not regular, in that case also it is very helpful in bringing the regularity in your menstrual cycle. So these are some of the benefits of Bhadrasan. What are the contraindications of Bhadrasan? Who should not practice Bhadrasan? You can see that here also knees are bending. So if you have knee injury or osteoarthritis, then in that case you should not be practicing Bhadrasan. You can see you have to pull your spine up in Bhadrasan, which creates a pressure especially on the lower back. So people who have a weak back or are going through a back injury should not be practicing Bhadrasan. Next posture is Mandukasan. For Mandukasan, you have to start from Dandasan. So from Dandasan, you are going to take your legs back, come in the Vajrasan position. So from Vajrasan, what you do is you clench your fist. Okay. Now this folded finger side you have to place across your navel, on either side of the navel. Okay, the folded finger side. Now from here you will breathe in. Inhale deep. Exhale, bend down. Bend down only to this position. You don't have to bring your head down. Remember, you don't have to do it like this. You will keep your head up. Your face will be facing the front. Close your eyes. Breathe normally, naturally. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Now I am going to show you from the side. From the side, there is a very good visibility of the posture. You can demonstrate this posture facing the camera or even the side view, because both has its own advantage. Or you can show that you are sitting in Vajrasan like this. You're sitting in Vajrasan and then you're folding your fingers. Then you can, what you do is you move to the side and then, so that, because the side view has an advantage that the posture is clearly visible, how much you are bending, and your face is facing the front. When you are doing it facing the camera, your back body is not properly visible. Your body is properly not visible in the posture. So what are the benefits of Mandukasan? Mandukasan, the important benefit that you have to remember is, it helps in curing diabetes. Okay, so how you remember Manduk? Okay, remember the D of Manduk. D in Manduk, D starts diabetes. So remember remember the D of Manduk. Okay, so D for diabetes, D in Manduk. Where I didn't find any other way to communicate how you can remember it. Mandukasan. What are the other benefits of Mandukasan? What was happening in Mandukasan? In Mandukasan, with the fist, you were pressurizing, there is a pressure. You are pressing your belly. Okay, the belly. There is a pressure on your belly. Okay, so it helps in reducing the belly fat because you are pressing your belly. And when you keep practicing it during, regularly, it is going to help in reducing the belly fat. Number 3, I have told this earlier also, that wherever the belly is being pressed, compressed, stretched, twisted, then digestion will be influenced. So the third benefit is it improves your digestion. Your metabolism improves with Mandukasan. Because you are practicing it in Vajrasan, your knee also gets strengthened. This is the benefit of Vajrasan, but you can always also say it in Mandukasan also, because there also you are doing Vajrasan. So yeah, that's about Mandukasan. Who should not practice Mandukasan? In one case is very obvious. If you are pregnant, you should not practice Mandukasan, because you're pressing your belly there. The second thing, if you have osteoarthritis, you have knees, weak knee, sensitive knee, you should not be practicing Mandukasan. If you have recently gone through abdominal surgery, you should not be practicing Mandukasan. So that's about Mandukasan. Next posture is Ushtrasan, the camel pose. In Ushtrasan, what you do is, again, you start from Dandasan only, and when you are showing Ushtrasan, show your side view. So from Dandasan, you will slowly bend your legs and come to Vajrasan. So from Vajrasan, you lift your buttocks up. Maintain slight distance between your knees and your feet. Extend your arms forward. Inhale deep. As you exhale, take your arms back, hold your heels. Push your trunk forward. The thigh should be perpendicular to the floor. Hold your heels, head back. Breathe normally, naturally. When you want to come out of the posture, slowly inhale, come back. If you have to get into the relaxation posture, extend your legs forward, relax in Dandasan. I have used Dandasan as a relaxation pose after Ushtrasan, but the counter pose of Ushtrasan is Shashankasan, which we are going to cover in the next posture. Okay, first let's finish the Ushtrasan. So in Ushtrasan, what are the benefits of Ushtrasan? Ushtrasan, camel pose. What are the areas which were getting engaged, which were getting stretched? Bend. So when you are doing Ushtrasan, you see your knees are engaged, your arms are engaged, shoulders are engaged, neck is engaged, belly is engaged, and not just belly, even the intestine is getting stretched. Okay, so here the first benefit you can cite is it stretches the neck. It gives a very good stretching to the neck, shoulder, abdomen, back, and intestine. Place intestine after abdomen, because so that there is a sequence. So it stretches the neck, your shoulder, chest is getting expanded, but that you can cover as a separate benefit. Neck, shoulder, abdomen, intestine, back. Okay, it gives a very good stretch to these areas. Second benefit, here chest is getting expanded. Okay, expanded a lot. The chest is getting expanded. I have talked about it in the previous video also in many asanas, that when the chest is expanded, the breathing improves, respiration improves, you are able to breathe back better, you are taking more oxygen than usual, the lung capacity improves. So all this you can cite, and this together helps in relieving asthma. So it is very helpful for people who have asthma. Remember, because that is also a respiratory disorder. Now here again the belly is getting stretched, it improves digestion, it improves metabolism, and along with the belly, here the lower area, the intestine is also getting stretched. In fact, the whole lower area, even the excretory organs are involved. See, the whole this part is getting involved. Okay. So it is not just the digestive organs, reproductive organs, even the excretory organs are getting engaged in the in this asana. So it also helps in curing constipation. So people who have constipation issue, it helps in fixing constipation. How you will remember constipation here? Remember the area that it is stretching the area below abdomen, your intestine is getting stretched, and wherever intestine will be stretched or twisted, those practices will be helpful for people suffering from constipation. Intestine, see, the excretory organs are also getting engaged. So basically why constipation is happening? Because the waste is not being able to be pushed out. Okay, and these postures, these asanas which influences the intestine, which influences the excretory organs, helps in releasing the waste out. So that's how you can remember. So these are some of the benefits of Ushtrasan. Another important benefit, it is a back bending posture, and I have told you in the previous video also that all the back bending postures are very helpful in relieving the back pain. So Ushtrasan also helps in relieving the back pain. If you have to remember only 3 benefits, remember it helps in curing, it helps in asthma, it helps in constipation, it helps in back pain, relieving the back pain. Who should not be practicing Ushtrasan? People, because here the abdomen is getting stretched. People who have recently gone through abdominal surgery should not be practicing Ushtrasan. People who have severe back issues like slip disc should not be practicing Ushtrasan. People who have sensitive neck injury should not be practicing Ushtrasan. People who have knee pain, osteoarthritis should not be practicing Ushtrasan. Now next asana is the counter pose of Ushtrasan, which I just explained, and that is Shashankasan. Shashankasan or Shashankasan. Generally it is called as Shashankasan, the moon pose. Now how it is done? For Shashankasan also you will show from the side view. For Shashankasan, again from Dandasan, what you do is you start every posture with Dandasan. From Dandasan you are going to take your legs back in Vajrasan. From Vajrasan you are going to open your knees as wide as is comfortable to you. Okay. So as you open your knees, remember from the back your buttocks should be placed on your heels and your big toes should be in contact. Okay. Alright. So this is the position. So you will sit like this. So from the side, when you are showing the side views, you will be like this. Right? So from Vajrasan, you will slowly open your knees as wide as is comfortable to you. Place your palms in the front. Inhale deep. As you exhale, slowly slide over the mat, dropping your chest and chin on the mat. So in the final position, as you could see, the buttocks are placed on the heels, the chest and chin are touching the mat. If your chest and chin are not touching the mat, you can place your forehead on the mat. This is Shashankasan. Breathe normally, naturally. Keep your eyes closed. When you have to come back from the asana, slowly take your arms back, lift your body up, bring your feet together and extend your legs forward. Come in Dandasan. So that was Shashankasan. Shashankasan. What are the benefits of Shashankasan? Shashank meaning moon. Now, when we think or look at moon, what are the characteristics? What comes to our mind? Calmness, cool. Yeah. So this posture, what it does the same thing. It has a calming, it has a cooling effect on the brain. This is the first benefit of Shashankasan. Shashankasan calms the mind. Second benefit here, hip is opening up. So it is going to be very helpful for people for the health of the reproductive organs. The third benefit is, again, here the whole body is getting stretched in front. It engages your belly and the lower intestine area. So it helps in relieving constipation as well. Who should not do Shashankasan? People who have knee injury or ankle injury should not be practicing Shashankasan. People who have very weak back or have issues like slip disc should not be practicing Shashankasan. Now, Shashankasan is also a counter pose of Ushtrasan, which I previously demonstrated. So, if you are showing Ushtrasan, if at all your Ushtrasan is asked and you are doing Ushtrasan, Okay. As an alternate, when you are returning from the posture, rather than going in Dandasan, you can also switch to Shashankasan. So what happens when you do Shashankasan after Ushtrasan? This will let examiners know that you know the counter pose of Ushtrasan. So one is that, other thing, it is a relaxing posture. Instead of Dandasan, you can do Shashankasan. It will prepare you for the next posture which the examiner will ask you to do. So for your own preparation and for giving a good impression on the examiner's head, they may ask you what is the counter pose of Shashankasan, Ushtrasan. Then you can say Shashankasan. The next asan and the last asan for this video is Utthan Mandukasan. Utthan Mandukasan comes from the name of the frog in the upright position. Okay, so in Utthan Mandukasan, again you will start from Dandasan. You will take your legs back, come in Vajrasan. Open your knees as wide as is comfortable. At the back, the big toes will be touching each other. So keep your back from this position. Keep your back straight. Take the right arm up. Bend your elbow. With the right hand, touch your left shoulder blade. Then lift the left one up. With the left hand, touch the right shoulder blade. Okay, push your head back, chest out, eyes closed, back straight. Breathe normally, naturally. Repeat the other side now. Left arm will go down, right arm will come up. Whenever you are doing posture, keep a very peaceful, graceful gesture on your face. Once you are done, slowly release and relax in Dandasan. Utthan Mandukasan. What are the benefits of Utthan Mandukasan? As you could see, it helps in shoulder. Your shoulders are engaged mostly, if you see. So it helps in reducing the stiffness from the shoulder. Very helpful in case of frozen shoulder and cervical spondylitis. So these two benefits, please remember. Here again you are starting in Vajrasan, knees are wide open though. It helps in strengthening the knees. Who should not be practicing Utthan Mandukasan? People who have sensitive knee, osteoarthritis, ankle issue. They should, or very severe back issues like slip disc. They should not be practicing Utthan Mandukasan. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover in this video. There are many sitting asanas covered in the syllabus, and if I cover all the asanas in one video, it is going to be very lengthy. So I'm going to cover the rest of the sitting asanas in the next video. If you like this video, do give me a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe, and if you have any question, do let me know in the comment section. Also, it will be really great if you could tell me how my videos are helping you, because that helps me in planning and making the new videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, namaste.